Hey ballerinos, as most of you guys know, I am a shift worker. I have been for many years across many jobs. In my current job, my shifts can start anytime from 7 a.m. to 10:30 at night and finish at any time from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And prior to that, I've worked in bars, I've worked in fast food, I've worked in a lot of jobs where you don't get a set schedule of 9 to 5 or anything even slightly resembling that. And I know I'm not alone in that. A lot of us are shift workers. But when you're looking at ways to, say, improve your sleep, look after yourself better, care about your mental health, all the advice assumes you have the ability to have one sort of set day with set times for things. And that just isn't the case for us. My days vary wildly. For example, if I was on an earlier shift today, I would be filming this at 6 a.m. I'm on a slightly later shift, so I'm filming it at like midday. So I figured I'd share with you guys a few things, because one of the main things that I've tried to look up and failed to find anything for us is how to improve your sleep. Beyond turn your phone off, everything is built for 9 to 5ers. Or people who are self-employed. So here are some little tips and tricks I've picked up over the past 10 plus years of working on how to manage sleeping for shift workers. Number one is kind of a routine, but not really. So depending on what shift I'm on, I have a set time I get up at. For earlies it's 5 a.m. For my shifts like today that start at 2:30, it is 10 a.m. and for night shifts it's 5 p.m. They're built based on what I know about myself. So for example, I know after a night shift I am not going to do anything when I come home, so I have enough time before I go to work to clean my house, to do this, to do any freelance projects I need to work on, and still get to work on time. Whereas after an early, I will probably still have a bit of energy and be able to tidy up and stuff. Only you're going to know what times those are for you. There's no sort of system to working it out, but I do recommend having those times because it lets you fit things other than work into your life, which can be quite tricky when you're a shift worker. Number two is my routines. I've talked about my evening routine on here before. It's not really changed a lot since then. I still, put my laundry away, put my washing up away, and I make myself one of these. This is kind of tip 3, but not really. So I have sleepy time tea. This is Lidl's finest. In the past I've also used tea pigs and puckers, just whichever I could get my paws on. I'm not convinced that the ingredients in these do anything to help you sleep. I think it's mostly psychological, and my brain now associates the smell of this with the fact it is bedtime. But having said that, whether you want one of these or just like a flavoured, non-caffeinated tea thing, or if you have like a set juice you have before bed, I don't know. But it is a good way to get my brain into bedtime mode, especially when it's beaming light outside, because I've just finished work and it's like 8 a.m. Speaking of light, my eye mask has saved me, especially in the summer. In the summer when it's getting light so early, literally this keeps the light out. It means I sleep through the day if I need to. It means I actually sleep. I didn't actually buy this, it came with something someone got me for Christmas, but you can get cheap ones for like £1. They do the job, they just shut the light out. And again, like, the feeling of it on my face does kind of signal to my brain that it's bedtime. Having said all these things, these help a little. They don't change the fact that shift work can screw your internal systems. They don't change the fact that going from late shifts onto early shifts will always feel awful. But they're just little things that help you have a bit more, I suppose, routine in what can be a really chaotic life for us. I hope some of them are useful for you. Like I say, these save me. They keep me sane. But whatever you guys do to help keep yourself sane, I would love to hear them. Let me know in the comments. how you manage shift work and sleeping, because it is a bit of a juggling act, and I think people who have not worked shift work don't really understand how much of a juggling act we are working with at all times. People are sympathetic if you turn up to meet them and are like, oh sorry I'm late, I'm just coming off night shifts, but I don't think they quite know like the chaos going on in your brain. If you'd like more videos like these, like how to cope with various bits of life whilst doing shift work, do let me know, because I have a few more thoughts on ones I'd like to make. But that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a cheeky like and subscribe if you enjoyed this or found it helpful, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!